if you're not confident enough in yourself to show your real picture, like, I mean, you don't work for the FBI. I'm pretty sure you're not working for the FBI or the CIA or anything like that. So how much privacy do you really need, especially if you're going to go ahead and share with me your actual real pictures?
The road to love is exciting, funny, and sometimes can even be heartbreaking. But in the end, it'll all be worth it. Join me on my journey to love.
Hey everybody, it's LaRonda and I'm back with another video, and today is going to be a short story time. And I know I always say it's going to be short and then I end up talking more, but about when I got catfished. So I matched up, and as you know from my previous video, I do love foreign men, so it's no surprise that I got matched with this guy, Raj. Now, of course, Raj looks, the picture of him that he posted looks like, a business guy or whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. Raj looks interesting. He's here on the island living here. We strike up a conversation and he's really excited about meeting me and wants to get together as soon as we can and meet up and whatever. So I'm like, cool, we're talking and he's telling me what he's doing here on the island and all that good stuff. So I'm like, yeah, Raj seems cool. So then I guess a couple of days go by of us just kind of chit-chatting over Tinder, and we decided to exchange numbers. So once we exchanged numbers, I got on his WhatsApp, because that's what we kind of use here for chatting is WhatsApp. And so the picture on his WhatsApp was very different, as you can see here, very different from the pictures that he had on his Tinder profile. So I called him out on it. I'm like, well, the guy that's on your WhatsApp profile picture is not the same as the one that's on Tinder. And he's like, oh, that's because those pictures are old and they're from a while back and all this kind of stuff. And he's, telling me that it was him, but they were just old. And I'm like, okay, I can clearly see, Stevie Wonder could see that this wasn't the same person. I don't care how old it is. He was darker, he had a different chin, different face structure, looked like he was a lot taller than the guy in the picture. All of that. Anybody could tell, right? But he was still trying to push this narrative that it was an old picture. So then I keep going back and forth with him a little bit. And so then finally he admits that, he starts talking about because of his work and privacy reasons, he's using this other picture and he can understand if I don't want to talk to him anymore, but he thinks I should get to know him and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, if you're not confident enough in yourself to show your real picture, you don't work for the FBI. I'm pretty sure you're not working for the FBI or the CIA or anything like that. So how much privacy do you really need, especially if you're going to go ahead and share with me your actual real pictures, so without really knowing that much about me, because it's not like we had been talking for hours and hours, we just exchanged a few messages here and there, chit-chatting, nothing major. So if you're really trying to be secure and it's about security and protecting your job and all this kind of stuff, then you would be a little more discerning about okay, well, I can't share with you pictures, but he just went ahead and shared the pictures, additional pictures with me in the chat, trying to prove that he was the same guy, just different, at a different age in his life. And I'm like, come on, dude, and I was just like, if you don't have enough confidence to appreciate who you are, because to me, the pictures that he shared weren't terrible. I would rather get to know somebody that was confident enough in themselves to share me who they actually were than to share with me some Bollywood actor pictures, and then my other thing is why are people still doing this? I'm gonna see you in person eventually, and wouldn't you rather me know ahead of time what I'm getting than to get out with you on an actual date face to face thinking I'm getting something else and then be cold to you the whole time, or just end the date really quickly because you've lied the whole time? And so, because he sent the pictures that were a lie, then tried to justify it and say, prove that they were actually him, then had to correct that. I'm like, I can't have a relationship with this guy. I can't even have a friendship with him because I can see that he's clearly a liar. So anyway, if there's anything I can tell you, ladies, is please don't let these men catfish you. Make sure that you have a conversation with them. Try to meet up with them as soon as possible in public so that you don't waste your time with somebody who's lying to you about who they are. Raj was a little bit dumb because he shared with me his WhatsApp that had his actual picture on it, which was clearly different. But sometimes these people will not have WhatsApp pictures, so they'll share with you a phone number, but it won't have their picture. So just keep asking a bunch of questions and see if things add up. And if they don't, if things are not adding up, believe it. Don't second guess it. Don't try to make sense of something that's nonsensical, sensible, whatever. Don't even try. Just let it go. So that's my story of being catfished. Ladies, be careful out here because it's a whole bunch of foolishness going on this internet and in these WhatsApp, in these chats and whatever. It's a whole lot of foolishness. So be careful. All right, so thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy dating, everybody. Bye-bye.